What is up, YouTube? It is Elijah Boy, and welcome to WrestleClub Part 3. I know, Episode 3. Sorry, I know it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? You guys were really probably waiting. Like, is this guy gonna do more episodes, or is he just gonna be, lazy about it? Look, I'm back. I'm back. So let's just dive in. Sorry. Anyway, let me just get this started. Let's start it off with my favorite moment from WrestleMania 38 this year. This is probably the best WrestleMania in quite a few years, if we can be real about it, you know what I'm saying? But this one just hit different, and I know this is probably going to be surprising to many, but my favorite moment from WrestleMania 38 would have to be the Stone Cold impromptu match, bro. It was something. I know everybody probably said that, but it was a really, really good moment. You know, the KO
Dude, back
show.
up. Was you trying to kiss me? What was that,
Get me a
man?
ref. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh snap. You know, and I didn't think it would happen, and it actually did happen. It was pretty great. As for my favorite match from both nights combined, I would have to say the Pat McAfee match with Austin Theory was surprisingly my personal favorite match. It was just crazy, you know, the energy, Pat McAfee doing his thing, Austin Theory, and then the whole Vince thing. It was just a perfect thing all around. Like, that's just my personal favorite moment and match from the event. If you guys have a favorite match and moment from WrestleMania 38, please put it down in the comments below. Now, the next thing, who should succeed Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the man who butters our biscuits? Pause. I don't know if is that a pause. Anyway, moving on. So, who should succeed Roman Reigns? Now we look at the roster. Let's go to NXT for that answer, because that's where all the next big stars come from. If I could pick anyone out of the NXT roster right now of who I think can succeed Roman Reigns, because let's be honest, Roman Reigns, he is great. He's done everything he's done. He's done everything there is to do in WWE. Okay, he's probably. I know he's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. I mean, God willing, you know what I'm saying. But if I could pick anyone, it would have to be the obvious: Braun Breaker. I mean, come on, people. The man's got it all. He's got the look. He's got the ability. Sure, he needs more seasoning before he gets to the main roster, obviously. He's got the personality, okay? Braun Breaker, if he could keep his nose clean, if he could constantly improve, I could definitely see him carrying WWE into the future as the face of the company. Like, let's be real. If you could pick anyone, it would be Braun Breaker. You know what I mean? So, hopefully he doesn't get Rocky Maivia with his presentation, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure WWE will find some way to make him the next big thing. If Vince wants it, it's going to happen. So that's just my opinion. Is there anyone who you think can succeed Roman Reigns? I mean, he's on a whole nother level, but is there anyone that comes to mind? So that's just my opinion. All right, let's get to the main event of the evening. The top 5 all elite wrestling matches of all time, according to Elijah Boy. Holler. All right, let's get to the first match, number 5 on my countdown. Cody Rhodes versus MJF, AEW Revolution 2020. My first pay-per-view, my first pay-per-view I watched of AEW. Cody Rhodes and MJF, everything was just, the stars were aligned for this matchup. Cody and MJF putting on a classic tale of hero versus villain. MJF betrays Cody Rhodes. You know, I know, what a shock, right? And then the infamous 10 Lashes segment, which I love. You know what I mean? I shouldn't call it infamous. It's like one of the greatest segments I ever seen in wrestling history, in my personal opinion. I mean, him getting whipped like a dog. Oh, it was such an emotional thing. And Cody powering through it. You know, Cody beating Wardlow in a steel cage and not putting his hands on MJF until the pay-per-view. Unfortunately, Cody lost, but MJF was able to pull out the victory. But man, it was such a great match. I loved it. It had an old school feel, but it was in modern. It was done in a modern way, so that's good. So let's go to number 4. This is gonna surprise many because I know I criticize them a lot. Young Bucks versus Adam Page and Kenny Omega. um, Look, honestly, I'm not judging anybody who likes Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Like, I don't care who you love or who you like or who you don't like. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the Elite like that. I love Adam Page, by the way. Adam Page, you know, the cowboy. I like him, but Omega and the Bucks, I've never really been the biggest fans of them. I don't mind them, but I'm not like, you know, head over heels a fan of them. But they put on a tag team clinic here. Their match was just, it was very high energy and it was very fun to watch. It's a match I could watch again with no issue. So I got to give them credit. Adam Page and Kenny Omega got the win, and this was during Adam Page's alcoholic problems. Yeah, bro, I got a kick out of that whole thing. Number 3, CM Punk versus MJF, AEW Dynamite from Chicago. Very interesting matchup. It was a very good match. He beat him twice in his hometown, bro. I didn't see MJF winning this, but he actually was able to pull it off. The match was great. It was back and forth, high drama, high tension. It went on for a while, and it was so good. I didn't care how long. I mean, just their promo segment alone made me want to see the match. I was to take my money. I meant that. Take my money. You know, it was a very good match, and I could definitely rewatch it again with no problem. Number 2, FTR versus the Young Bucks on AEW Dynamite. Bro, I stand by my statement that I made in my reaction to the match. That was the tag team match of this year. Hands down, in my opinion. The best tag team. I didn't see the FTR versus the Briscoes, so I apologize for that one, but I didn't, you know, I couldn't, you know. It is what it is. I'll definitely look it up. If there's a replay somewhere, I'm definitely going to watch FTR and the Briscoes. But FTR versus the Young Bucks, if I could be honest, it is the tag team match of the year, okay? Their first time they faced off, it didn't hit right. It just, I don't know. The match wasn't that good to me the first time around. But this match was perfect because they had me on the edge of my seat, bro. I was like, there ain't no way the Bucks are going to, there's no way the Bucks are going to, lose to FTR, because I was sitting there like, man, this is stupid, you know, blah, blah, blah. They had me on the edge of my seat, bro. And then FTR was able to pull out the win, and bro, it was perfect, you know what I mean? Shout out to all 4 of those gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? They did their thing. They did their thing in that match. I could rewatch it again and again. I actually have it on my DVR, so I could watch it again. CM Punk at number 1, CM Punk. Okay, let me try that again. And finally, my favorite match of all time in AEW, CM Punk versus MJF in the dog collar match. That match was perfect. Perfect ending to a great rivalry between these two. I mean, golly, Punk and MJF they just outshine every rivalry that probably is going to be this year. Bro, the brutality of it, the blood and everything, it was done so well. Dog collar matches are like very interesting concepts, and a very interesting concept. I'm like, yo, it's just, I couldn't imagine having to wrestle in a match like that because you got to worry about the chain and all this other stuff. It's been wild. But Punk got the win. But at least MJF can say he beat Punk twice in his hometown, so that's something to think about. But yeah, man, it made both guys look great. I wouldn't mind watching it again in the future. So that's all the time we have for, guys. WrestleClub, it has made its return. What are your top 5 favorite AEW matches of all time, if you can think like that? Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Yeah. All right, I didn't need to do that. All right. Peace out, y'all. I'm out. See you next time. All right, go away. The video is over. You can leave now. Now you're just gonna stare at me like a weirdo, bro. Go somewhere. Go. You can go now. I'm just gonna be here. Dude, leave.
Leave.
Man, whatever. I'm gonna leave. How about that?